Rangers,
Rangers,
all the way,
all the way.
Here we go,
Here we go,
here we go,
here we go.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Mission unspoken, destination unknown.
Mission unspoken, destination unknown.
Don't even know if we're ever coming home.
I got balled up a couple times. Guys getting pissed at me.
Yeah.
All the fights that happened up there was the
Oh, it was constant.
dude.
Especially if someone that was on your floor that wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because
It's like the go touch your
basically
wall
by
thing or
platoon
something.
on the floors. Someone shows up and they're not in first platoon or something, and you ball them up and you fucking
Yeah, the squad
hog
fights
tie. Yeah.
we'd have in the AOs.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like the competitiveness between not only the squads but the platoons, and then
Oh,
you get
yeah,
into
it's
the
huge.
companies and then battalions during
Rendezvous.
rendezvous
Yeah.
and shit. But I remember Banner Day, and I was pretty new at the time, and we were at that field right down the road from us. I forget where.
You're
it's
talking
called.
about the one where they lifted those Zodiacs up?
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
we thought it was a good idea to have
Well,
companies.
we didn't think it was a good idea.
Okay,
the
whoever
battalion
did.
commander thought it was a great
And
idea.
So you got these 4 Zodiacs, and it's HRC and like A, B,
And the first
CCO.
and the first sergeant and the company commander from each company is going to be seated inside
Yeah,
the
they were
Zodiac.
in the
Yeah.
Zodiacs. Yeah, I remember that. I was standing there.
yeah, so we're pulling these Zodiacs.
You had to like pick them up and try to carry them.
It turned into a riot. I mean, and like the thing is, the people's wives were there, families.
Oh, people were getting choked out left and right.
I looked over and I see Sergeant Sutton, and he's over there. Like, half of his Ranger panties are ripped off, so he's like
Yeah,
bare
guys
ass.
were like basically holding the tattered
Right,
Ranger.
and he's like
PT
trying to
shorts
pull
over
a
their
guy
balls.
into his guard, and then there's guys just fighting around him. Like it was a
Yeah, they just had to get the Zodiacs to a finish line, maybe 100 meters away, and that took maybe 45 minutes for that to happen because guys were just wailing on each other. And all the boys, the privates and everything, were lined along the side of the field. And if guys got just a little bit too close, the guys carrying the Zodiacs got a little too close to the lines, they would just pull them in like fisticuffs getting dropped, man.
it was
I was
bad.
like, holy shit.
And then I think the year after that, we did the deuce and a half where
Somebody died.
that one guy
didn't they?
got ran over. In
Yeah.
Vico.
Yeah.
I remember that one. He was a FO, I believe.
Yeah, because like we were doing what we always do. We were fighting, but they were fighting
You got
in front
pushed
of
over.
what
Yeah, and the
happened-
thing got pushed
yeah.
over.
Yeah,
and
Was
crushed
the
like-
grass wet or something?
It was an LMTV, and the event was you had to push it across the field.
There was a rope too on the front of
And
it.
there's
You
a-
could pull
there's
it
a
and
rope,
push
right.
it.
Yeah.
And the companies were like fighting guys. There's not enough guys to surround a whole LMTV. You've got a whole company, so there's extra guys like running around. So they're tackling other guys from other LMTVs. So
They stopped doing that.
that was
that,
us.
That was a pretty horrible.
I'm pretty
day.
sure
that was
some
a
people
shitty
lost their
day when that-
jobs
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
So that was kind
That
of a
was-
straw. So it was an unfortunate
Lieutenant
thing.
Colonel Castles, I think, at the time when that happened. But go back to the barracks. Cabral gave me the best freaking bit of advice ever. Because how you have the manhole and
The peephole, yeah.
Peephole. If you look out, if you're in the hallway, you can see it cover. Like if someone looks at you through the hole.
Yeah, you see the
So he's
shadow.
like, so they don't know that you look. You take a magnet and you stick a needle through it, like a pinhole and you put the magnet over the fucking peephole.
Never heard of this one.
And then so when you look at the peephole, it doesn't do the shadow.
Oh,
So you can look at the peephole and it's like staff through. You're like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna open the door.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the best piece of advice I ever had in barracks. Because every other time, if it was a team leader or someone else just wanted to fuck with you because they're drunk or you're drunk or whatever, they would see you look in the eye hole. And Capral's like, hey, put a magnet up there and fucking stick a needle through it, and then they won't know if you look
I
at
just
them.
wouldn't go to the
I was
door,
like,
dude.
that's awesome.
I never went to my door, man. I just freaking stayed in my room. And
Yeah.
so in the bed, dude. I had no TV out of the end. Well, I stayed in the barracks for like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Had no TV at all. I would have to go to other people's rooms to play Xbox. And what was the game out at the time during It was it the SOCOM Navy SEAL game?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, no. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Ghost Recon? Was that the game?
No, it's called
No, it was SOCOM.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
was it
was a
SOCOM?
SOCOM
Oh, and they had an
Navy
SR-25 in it. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, dude, I always wanted an SR-25.
And we played that for, I mean, this one guy, Mark, he would get off airfield seizure, go straight to his room, get online and play the SOCOM all night, all day until the next airfield seizure, no sleep. And he was on that, big SOCOM high, man, back when it was a big game.
Drinking Agent Orange, or drinking not Agent Orange, Ultimate Orange. Drinking Ultimate Orange.
He is a hard ranger, man. Just sitting in my room drinking Agent Orange, living the life.
But you know what I'm talking about, Ultimate Orange?
St. Peter's gonna say,
St. Peter's gonna say,
how'd you earn your living?
how'd you earn your living?
How'd you earn your pay?
How'd you earn your pay?
I will reply with a whole lot of anger.
I will reply with a whole lot of anger.
Earn my pay as an airborne ranger.
Earn my pay as an airborne ranger.
Driving on,
Driving on,
holding,
oh heaven.
St. Peter's gonna say,
St. Peter's gonna say.